welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bring you an NFL Week 1 preview between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Let's start with the Patriots offense in this ball game, seeing what they bring to the table. What I would do offensively if I was New England, I would continue to work for that offensive balance. Surprisingly, last year, the Patriots had balance with the running game and Woodhead and also Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis. Keep working that balance, guys. It makes you tough to beat. There's a reason why you were 14-2 with a questionable defense. It's because your offense had balance and teams couldn't even stop you guys. That's a big aspect. Keep that up this year, and especially against Week 1 against the Dolphins, you have to have that balance. And also work the flats and intermediate. The Dolphins will provide some pressure. You want to work the flats, work the intermediate routes. You guys do a great job of doing that already, but you want to, overcompensate what they want to do, neutralize their pressure by going to the flats and their intermediate routes throughout this ball game. Defensively, what you want to do coming in, I look at the defensive linemen, Will Falk and also Hainsworth. Patriots have run more of a 4-3 look this preseason, so those two guys versus the Dolphins interior is going to be key, because the Dolphins want to run the football and operate off balance. If those two guys, Will Falk and Hainsworth, can control the interior of that offensive line, it could be a long day for the Dolphins. And also, you want to make Chad Henne beat you. That goes without saying. You stop the running game, you stop what they want to do, force Henne to sit back there and consistently make plays. Now, Henne can go hot and cold during a ball game. Shows flashes of brilliance and also shows flashes of inconsistency. So that's why you want to make him beat you, stop the run, force this into a passing game to where it becomes Brady versus Henne as opposed to the Dolphins versus New England. So shut the run down and take advantage of that, and you should have some success in this ball game. You look at the Dolphins coming in. Offensively, trust in what you have in Reggie Bush. I think Reggie Bush can be a feature back. You have to get carries. I'm a former running back myself. You don't get better when someone gives you 2 carries and takes you out and puts you in 2 series later. Trust what you have in Bush. Give him the football until he proves he can't carry the load otherwise, because he's that type of player. He's a dynamic playmaker. Get him his touches and carries in the backfield. Also, you want to get Gates and Best involved as well. These guys have that speed to neutralize what New England wants to do. They also have that instant threat. Best is Mr. Third Down. Gates has speed. Reminds me a lot of Flipper Anderson, by the way. So get these guys the football in their hands and let them do their thing, what they do offensively. Defensively, you want to make sure Cameron Wake introduces himself to Tom Brady early on, because if you can rattle Tom Brady early in the ball game, those passes will come out quick. They will come out underneath, and you guys can make tackles aggressively. Underneath coverage better be ready, guys, because the Patriots are going to run underneath to death. They're going to run those crossing routes. They're going to run those drags. They're going to run those quick outs, those stop routes. So make sure your underneath defense coverage is ready to take advantage. And disciplined defense, guys. The Patriots try to lull people to sleep. If you can stay disciplined, no penalties, no mental mistakes, you can beat the Patriots. You've shown before you can beat these guys because you have the pressure. If you just maintain discipline, and I like the matchup with your cornerbacks going against their wide receivers. I think you guys have a very underrated secondary. So if the Dolphins defense can stay disciplined, this could be a tough game for New England to win on the road. Now you look at some positional breakdown, starting with the quarterback, see who has the edge in these matchups. The quarterback position, you have to go with Tom Brady and New England Patriots. They've done it for a long time. He's consistent. Henne is hot and cold. You have to go with Brady by far. Best running backs in this ball game, I think the New England Patriots do. They have the better depth. Right now it's just Reggie Bush and maybe Daniel Thomas, but I like what the Patriots bring to the table, depth at the backfield, and they both are explosive. Best receiving core, I'll say it's even, honestly. I know the Patriots have 2 talented tight ends, and the Patriots also have Wes Welker and Ocho Cinco, but I like what the receivers have, what the Dolphins have at receiver as well, with Marshall, Best, and company. I like those guys. Now, offensive line, you got to go with New England. They do a great job of protecting Tom Brady, which is why he's able to throw for so many yards. Best defensive line, now with Hainsworth and moving to a 4-3, you go with New England. These guys are aggressive up front, and keep an eye on Andre Carter at the defensive end. I like the defensive line of the Patriots. Best linebacking core, Cameron Wake and company, Carlos Dansby and Keo Misi. Those guys are aggressive. I like the linebackers of the Miami Dolphins. Best defensive backs, the Dolphins by far have one of the 2 top corners in the AFC, and the safety play is very underrated. I like what they bring to the table. They are very aggressive, and they all can tackle. Special teams, I'm going with the Dolphins. Best, Camarillo, those guys, not Camarillo, I'm sorry, Best and company. Bush can also help out in punt return units. Gates can also help out, so I like what they bring to the table, and Carpenter's outstanding kicker. X Factor. The 2 tight ends for the New England Patriots are the X Factor in this ball game. That's what you have to watch out for, Hernandez and Gronkowski. For the Miami Dolphins, it's Reggie Bush. Get him the football. Get him his touches. Get him his carries, his receptions, and watch what he does for you guys. You guys will be very pleased with what you have in Reggie Bush. I'm going with New England in this game, and it all falls down to the quarterback position. The quarterback play is going to be vital. If the pressure gets to a situation where who's going to step up and make the best play, you have to go with Brady. And I like what they bring to the table, that balance in a ground game, more so than what Miami is bringing to the table right now. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan. And listen to the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.